We are living on a planet with over 7 billion people. This means there's an ever-growing need for such things as water, gas, electricity, and data traffic. Ever faster connections are required to transport all these from one side of the world to the other, and if possible, right to one's front door. Apart from that, we want life to go on as normal, without too much disruption for the public, economic activity, and the environment. How do you install transport pipelines in an urbanized area without bringing half the city to a halt, or lay them under a highway or waterway without blocking transport? Fortunately, we are becoming ever more inventive and are finding a solution for every problem. Generally, we don't give these things a second thought, but leave the solutions to these problems to people who appear born to the task, such as the people from FlowTex Egypt. Cairo, Egypt. Here in the center of this cosmopolitan city is the head office of a company that has made its mark by working out how to install transport pipelines in locations where disruption needs to be avoided.
FlowTex Egypt, hello, good morning, how can I help you?
FlowTex Egypt, a company that specializes in horizontal directional drilling, or HDD for short. A company that gained international renown with its drilling technique. But who is FlowTex and what is HDD?
Well, FlowTex Egypt is founded in 1998 in a very special company. He's doing only the horizontal directional drilling, the HDD. Horizontal directional drilling is a technology methods usually use it with the pipeline companies. You are doing the crossings in the obstacle, like crossing Suez Canal, like crossing railway, like crossing highways, like crossing buildings, whatever obstacles can stop the pipeline, go straight or going on other directions.
FlowTex Egypt has now evolved into an international company with 160 employees and branches in Port Said, Abu Dhabi, and Iraq. FlowTex has built up its expertise from these branches and undertaken large-scale projects in countries including Egypt, Azerbaijan, Sudan, Saudi Arabia, Madagascar, and the United Arab Emirates.
Since we started in Egypt in 1998, we did several crossings, major crossings and very important crossings. For example, we crossed Suez Canal 65 times till now. We crossed it for oil, for gas, for electricity, for water, for fiber optic cables. We changed the whole system of the utility under the ground of Suez Canal by using the horizontal direction drilling. And we have a very good cooperation with Suez Canal authorities. They believed in FlowTex Egypt because, you know, Suez Canal is a very sensitive canal worldwide. Then if you drill under Suez Canal, you have to maintain a standard that you can be approved by Suez Canal to drill under.
FlowTex has at its disposal a wide range of drilling equipment that is regularly maintained and updated at its own workshop in Cairo, so that it can be deployed again without difficulty anywhere in the world.
We have 9 rigs. We have 32, 37, 60, 150, 250, 400 ton. We have a reamer until 70 inch.
Because of its expertise, FlowTex Egypt was awarded the biggest ever contract in the Middle East. 10 major crossings ranging from 700 to 1700 meters of 48-inch carbon steel water pipe, connecting a large system of man-made islands in Abu Dhabi. The project is considered a world record because a 72-inch hole had to be created to accommodate the correct, safe and smooth pulling of the pipelines. But how does it work, horizontal directional drilling?
If any companies awarded us a project, we start with the feasibility study of the crossings, and then we go to the engineering, how we are going to do the crossings, engineering-wise, the calculations of the crossing, what kind of pipe it is, what is the wall thickness of the pipe, what is the length of the crossings, what is the depth of the crossings, and all this takes an engineering part of it. And then after that, if everything is approved, then we start to prepare our project. We have to use to choose the rig, the tools, the ground tools, and the crew, of course. We do the project from the beginning to the end.
Once all the preparations have been completed, the actual drilling can commence. A pilot pipe with a flexible drill head is fed into the ground by a drilling rig. Above ground, an electrode has been suspended over the entire route. The pilot pipe also contains an electrode. A magnetic field is generated between these two electrodes, thereby enabling the position of the drilling head to be determined.
The data from the steering tool gets transmitted through the cable, which is inside the drill pipe, and it comes into the interface, and then that data comes to the computer. We can then see on this cross section our position. This is rig side and this is pipe side, and the blue line is our intended design.
If so desired, the foreman driller can adjust the position by rotating the drill head slightly. Pipe after pipe is then connected up, but not until the electrode cable has been installed in the pipe, so that the magnetic field remains intact. The borehole is brought under great pressure with the aid of bentonite, a naturally degradable mud-like fluid. The drilling mud also carries away the soil and at the same time stabilizes the borehole. The consistency of the drilling mud is adjusted in line with the soil conditions and is regularly tested for quality. The used mud is also immediately cleaned and recycled on site. Once the total length of the borehole has been completed, the drill head appears above ground again. If the FlowTex people have done their work properly, the drill will appear in precisely the right place. Now the borehole must be increased to the right diameter to take the pipe. This is done with the aid of a set of reamers. These are drawn back to the other side by the drill rig. The pipes are now disconnected at the rig side. At the pipe side, by contrast, pipes are connected up. In this way, the connection between the two ends is always maintained. The individual elements of the ultimate pipe are now welded together to form a single string. Once the borehole is wide enough, the pipe can be drawn through. The pipe has been placed on rollers and will be guided by special cranes. The pipe gradually slides into the ground, preceded by a special reamer to clean up any remaining imperfections in the borehole. In order to ensure that the pipe does not start floating in the mud, it is weighed down with water. And now it's a matter of waiting until the pipe emerges. Always an exciting moment, which can sometimes take until the early hours of the morning. The FlowTex people never stop and keep at it 24 hours a day to complete the pipe connection. FlowTex Egypt, a company that has made its mark nationally and internationally with its horizontal directional drilling technique. FlowTex Egypt, a company which, following in the footsteps of its illustrious forebears, seeks to take society to a higher plane, not just for you, but also for our children and grandchildren. FlowTex Egypt, a company with people who are naturally flexible, reliable and mobile, and who attach particular value to quality. But above all, people with a passion for drilling. The people of FlowTex Egypt.